about a particular subject matter. Okay, announcing the subject. Can we say his grade in science subjects are excellent? I can also say, with regard to science, he has scored well. Yes, so with regard to the latest market figures, we can see this. As far as, can you see as far as dash is concerned? I want you guys to use this quite often. Nasir, have you ever used as far as something is concerned? Ever? Unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am, I have used it often as far as my knowledge is concerned, or as far as history or law is concerned.
Yes. So we need to incorporate in the examples whenever we are stating something, let's say about our academic background, or somebody's asking about your professional background, you can say, as far as my academics are concerned. So, I've done this. Get the point? Now people say, I have completed this course. Okay. Can I say I have done my bachelor's? I have done my master's? So instead of saying I have completed this degree, you can say I'm a bachelor in this field, right? I got my bachelor's in this field. Now there's a significant difference between while and however. People really get confused. Rashmi ma'am, when do you use but? आप but कब use करते हैं? Can you please tell me? When do you use but?
लाइक मैम जहाँ लेकिन का यूज करना हो, मतलब ये नहीं ये, बट इफ इस टाइप
So
से.
what is the difference between but and however? Mustafa, do you know the difference between but and however?
However, use as connector. That means the first part it is not like the second part come in the some context of the first part.
Okay.
It's coming as something like addition. But
Right? Now simply give me example of while, Mustafa. Let's cut it short. Give me example of while.
while
Where do word is written right in front of you?
while we use it. Okay. While I am learning English, I'm doing different things. Yeah, this is very simple.
Okay. So like he said a thumbs up. No. While is something that is used in another situation. While you have spoken about duration, while I was doing this thing happened. No. I'm not talking about that. While and however difference. While is used, let's say I am saying temperature in Sudan is 55 degrees Celsius. While temperature, mute, Nasir. There's background noise from your end. Yeah. So while temperature in Dubai is 55 degrees Celsius, while temperature in Sudan is 55 degrees Celsius. So when I'm talking about two temperatures in India or in Sudan, so is there any relativity between the two? What do you think? No. If I am saying that the temperature in India is 30 degrees Celsius, while the temperature in Dubai is 55 degrees Celsius. There is no relation. I'm just mentioning some.
At the same time. Simple.
Let's say temperature. I'm saying football is popular in England, while in Australia they prefer cricket. So there is no combination. But if I talk about however is entirely different. As Mustafa mentioned, there is contradiction. That means I am saying smoking is injurious to health. It's really detrimental to your health, harmful for your health. However, 40% of the population still smoke. So that means contradiction. They are advising you not to smoke, but still people are smoking. Is there contradiction? Yes. In such cases, we will use however. Okay, you get my point, everybody? While is used when there are two different things. Let's say I am saying Rudransh has scored 7 Banzaniles and Rashmiji has scored, let's say 8 Banzaniles. Okay, fingers crossed. So if I'm saying Rudransh has scored 7 bands while Rashmiji has scored 8 bands. While they are two different people, but I'm talking with regard to IELTS score, so I'm using while. Likewise, I can also say on the other hand. How? I can say that Rudransh has scored 7 bands in IELTS. On the other hand, Rashmi ji has scored 8 bands in IELTS. Likewise, if I am saying whereas, I'm using whereas. Rudransh has scored 7 bands in IELTS, whereas Rashmi ji have scored 8 bands in IELTS. So while, whereas, on the other hand, that means you're talking about two different things, and you can say while, whereas, on the other hand. So there is no contradiction as such that they are telling you do this, but you're not doing. Say that there is no contradiction. When there is contradiction, you will use however. Nasir clear, Mustafa clear, Nisha clear, Vishweshwar clear, Rudransh, you know it already. Okay, Vishweshwar, very nice. Nasir, are you finding it tricky? Are you finding it tough? No, I can't hear you. Maybe some, technical glitch at your end. I can't hear you. No, I can't. Still can't. It's okay. Nisha, you can message. Nisha, did you get the point? What I have been trying to convey? Unmute. Yes, Rudransh.
Some, however, is used to contradict two statements, whereas while is used to just speak about two statements having the same idea.
I'm doing this. Can you see the example of however, guys? Can you see this? However, nonetheless, nevertheless. Can you see this? So, however means if I'm saying smoking is proved to be dangerous to health, nonetheless, or however, 40% of the population smokes. This is contradictory. Our teacher promised to take us on a field trip. Our teacher promised to take us on a field trip. However, he changed his mind last week. However, okay, though teacher had promised to take on the field trip, but he changed his mind last week, right? Likewise, Peter was warned to invest all of his savings in the stock market. Nevertheless, he invested and lost everything. So this is contradictory. He didn't agree and he invested and he lost everything. So, however, nonetheless, nevertheless, all are similar words. These are termed as synonyms. And some of you say it's synonyms. However, that's the wrong pronunciation. But, you can say synonyms. Okay? Synonyms or synonyms mean similar words. Yes.
Having similar meaning, but
But similar meaning, definitely similar meaning. Okay? Now, if you want to add information again and again, let's say I gave the example of Nasir introducing himself. So he was adding information about himself, like I have done this, I have done this. So he can use words like, moreover, I have done certification in this field. Apart from my current job, I'm also having a casual employment. That means, what is the meaning of casual employment? Part-time job. Okay, so you can say casual employment. Apart from this, I'm having a casual employment. That means part-time job. So these words, moreover, furthermore, in addition, they're always used to add extra information without sounding basic enough. Can you please look at a glance? Can you please catch a glimpse of the examples which are stated underneath? Underneath means niche, down. Can you see? Moreover, furthermore. Nisha, are you able to understand here? You're on mute. I can't hear you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
These problems with parents are extremely frustrating. Moreover, there seems to be no easy solution to them. I could have simply said, his problems with his parents are extremely frustrating. Full stop. There seems to be no easy solution. Can I say this? Yes. I can say this, Rashmi. I can say this. I'm stating two lines. His problems are, there are lot many problems he has with the parents. Full stop. And there is no solution. Full stop, there is no solution. I can say this. But it gives, and I would say we get the glimpse of some basic English here. When we use words like moreover, furthermore, in addition to these, we get some clarity. Okay, we are sounding advanced now. So please write down the examples. All of you will frame one example each and write them in the chat box. Please frame the sentences and write them in the chat box.